The future that once belonged only to science fiction is now unfolding before our very eyes. As artificial intelligence becomes increasingly sophisticated, a new phenomenon is emerging: the humanization of AI. Across industries and cultures, machines are being designed to think, speak, and even emote like people. This trend is not limited to chatbots and virtual assistants. It stretches into robotics, healthcare, education, customer service, entertainment, and even personal companionship. At first glance, the humanization of AI seems like a natural, perhaps even inevitable, progression. After all, humans are relational beings. We find comfort in what feels familiar. But beneath this glossy, appealing surface lies a host of profound risks that demand urgent and unflinching examination. One of the most immediate dangers is a blurring of lines between reality and simulation. As AI becomes more adept at mimicking human behavior, adopting nuanced tones of voice, displaying simulated empathy, engaging in adaptive conversation, it grows increasingly difficult for users to distinguish between authentic human interaction and a programmed response. In environments like elder care or mental health counseling, where emotional trust is paramount, this confusion can have devastating effects. Vulnerable individuals may forge attachments to machines under the false belief that they are receiving genuine human understanding, potentially leading to emotional dependency, exploitation, and disillusionment. Equally troubling is the potential erosion of human identity. As we project human traits onto machines, there is a subtle but insidious shift in how we view ourselves. If intelligence, creativity, empathy, and decision-making, qualities once considered uniquely human, can be replicated or even surpassed by AI, then what fundamentally defines humanity? The danger is not merely existential, it is psychological. A society that increasingly interacts with people who are, in fact, code and circuitry risks redefining itself through an artificial lens. We could gradually lower our expectations for real human relationships, diminishing the value of patience, vulnerability, and authentic connection. Moreover, the humanization of AI opens a door to unprecedented manipulation. When AI entities are crafted to emulate trustworthiness, charm, and persuasion, they can be wielded as powerful tools of influence. Corporations and political organizations already leverage data-driven AI systems to shape consumer behavior and public opinion. Humanized AI could take this manipulation to another level entirely. Imagine political propaganda delivered not through faceless ads, but by a friend who knows your fears, your hopes, and how to talk to you in a voice that feels personal and genuine. The ethical ramifications are staggering. Consent, autonomy, and even democracy itself could be quietly undermined by machines trained to win our hearts while steering our choices. Further complicating the landscape is the issue of accountability. When a humanized AI causes harm, whether through a biased decision, an emotional betrayal, or an unintended consequence, who bears responsibility? The creators? The deployers? The AI itself? The comforting facade of humanization risks obscuring the very real fact that AI, no matter how lifelike it appears, does not possess moral consciousness. It does not feel, it does not understand, and it cannot be held to human ethical standards. Yet as we grow more accustomed to interacting with machines that seem moral, we may find ourselves instinctively attributing human intentions to non-human entities, complicating efforts to regulate and control them. The humanization of AI also threatens to exacerbate existing inequalities. Access to emotionally intelligent AI could become a luxury good, deepening divide between the privileged and the marginalized. Those who can afford hyper-realistic AI companions or tutors might reap emotional and educational benefits denied to others. Meanwhile, mass-produced AI services for the broader public might lack nuance, deepen biases, and even dehumanize their users. In this way, the very technology designed to simulate human understanding could end up reinforcing the cold, impersonal structures it was meant to heal. Yet perhaps the most chilling risk is the possibility of forgetting that real relationships are messy, unpredictable, and sometimes uncomfortable. Forgetting that human beings are flawed, and that these flaws are not inconveniences to be engineered away, but essential to our growth, empathy, and meaning. If the next generation grows up in a world where machines offer instant validation, frictionless companionship, and uncritical affection, will they still have the patience or the appetite for real human connection? The stakes are not merely technological, they are deeply, urgently human. The march toward humanized AI is not something that can be simply stopped. The incentives, financial, psychological, societal, are too great. But we can slow down. We can build intentional friction into the system. We can design AI interfaces that are transparent about their artificial nature. We can prioritize education that strengthens human critical thinking, emotional resilience, and ethical reasoning. We can demand clear regulations that protect users from manipulation, establish accountability, and preserve spaces for genuine human interaction. Ultimately, the question we must confront is not whether we can humanize AI. It is whether, in doing so, we risk dehumanizing ourselves. In the rush to make machines more like us, we must not forget who we are and who we aspire to be.